Hey everybody, Ryno here with another DISboards video, and in today's video I want to talk about a thread that was on the Disney Rumors and News forum. This one's called "Another Attraction Gone?" Question mark. This was started by Dashie. It's Dachsie. I think like Dash Hound, but like Dashy. I don't know. It was started by that poster, and they shared a rumor article from Blog Mickey about Voyage of the Little Mermaid at Disney's Hollywood Studios possibly being permanently closed. Now, so basically, what they're saying here is that the show was already being considered for closure before the pandemic hit, so it's just not really going to come back. And some of the proof that they're saying they've seen is that basically every other show at Hollywood Studios that requires any sort of live actor, equity actor, or anything like that, you can visibly see social distancing markers in the queue, but they are not present at Voyage of the Little Mermaid. So they're saying that they think this is just going to stay closed for the foreseeable future or forever, I guess. I don't know. But I thought what's interesting about this thread, though, is some of the posters. I want to share some people's reactions and then also some back and forth in here. But and then I guess I'll give my opinion. And if you're watching this, you can give your opinion in the comments of this video or head over to disboards.com and join in on the conversation. But so the first reaction I have here was from poster Gan, Gan, says that interesting but not surprised, had a good run. It'll be nice to see what they come up with for the space. And I think I'm in that kind of realm of area where I'm like, it was starting to feel dated for me. I know there were some other posts about it being dated. There was some. I'm not saying there weren't like cool parts or it wasn't admirable or anything like that. And I'm not saying it can't be a live stage show in there and it can't be Little Mermaid oriented. But Little Mermaid is represented at the Magic Kingdom with its own attraction over there, so we have that. And I don't know that we need two. And that whole courtyard could use some work, which actually comes up in some of these. So poster Brian L said, I love that show to an unreasonable degree, but I do understand. It's been running for 30 years or so. I'll miss it, but I get it. I wish I could have seen it one last time, though. So I think I think that's a tough part for a lot of Disney fans is they have a lot of there's a lot of that when you're not here and something closes and you're like, oh man, I wish I could have done that one more time. But here's the thing, not everybody's going to get a chance to go on it again. It's unfortunate, especially if it is like a favorite of yours or something like that. But it's just the way of the world, especially right now. So there's a poster, Matt Pito, Mattpeto, that says that whole area, along with the launch bay, needs a makeover, in my opinion. Maybe they can extend Toy Story Land or make like a Cars Land. Nothing will be in the cards for a while, obviously, and I agree. I don't know that area is big enough to do anything with like cars, but I do believe I wrote down in here another poster talks about it being Monsters Inc. I think that could be pretty interesting. Make it like a little Monstropolis area. Here's the thing, Shanghai, I believe, is getting its own Zootopia land. Put the Zootopia area over there. Give me that. It'll make that whole side of the park Pixar. I don't care. Make a whole Pixar. Call it all Pixar Place. I don't care. Or maybe each one of those individual things becomes Pixar related. Make it stuff for the whole family. There's definitely enough space there for at least an e-ticket attraction, I'm sure. And not everything needs to be an e-ticket attraction, though. But let's see what some other people are saying here. Let's see. Okay, so there's another poster, Jex, Jecks, who says, that stinks. It's an old show, but it always drew a crowd and has such a nostalgic appeal. I just hate the fact that I can't see it one last time and say goodbye like I did for Illuminations. I have the same feeling of disappointment over Splash Mountain. Sad, but hopefully Disney will do something amazing with the space. So I like that optimism. It's sad, but, it's time to move on at some point. It's like Walt said, this isn't a museum, It's something I'm paraphrasing, obviously. That was terrible. And then Denise JH says, I love the show. Well, the puppet part, anyway. It was one of my favorites. I'll agree with you, Denise. The puppet part was cool. And that will be the part that I'm sad to see go, basically. I like a good neon laser light show, like any of us. But I thought that Maverick85 had a good post. He says, sucks to see an attraction close when it's likely that nothing new will get added for a little bit after this. But the whole area there could use a new immersive land. Oh, he's the one who said Monstropolis. He said, I could see the area turning into Monstropolis. People have wanted something with it, and they have the new show coming to Disney Plus, so it would still be relevant. Could be part of... could port on something about dark rides. Could be part of the dark rides. I misread this. Move the laugh floor to open up space for something more appropriate in Tomorrowland, and build a door coaster. Ooh, door coaster. Throw in a quick service restaurant with family-friendly food, and a Harryhausen restaurant for sit-down service, and you've got a great land. I don't understand half of what he's saying, but I do know that there was a coaster planned for an area over here somewhere near Toy Story Mania, or maybe what is Toy Story Mania, but like the back part of it, like back in the day. I guess that's really where Toy Story Land went and ultimately is, and Star Wars Land is hugged up against that. But that was back when that recession hit around like 2008. In that general region. I remember working there, and I remember hearing the rumor that they said basically people showed up to start and they were told to go home that day. So it was a last-minute decision not to have Toy Story Land. So, or Toy Story Land, the Monstropolis coaster, excuse me. And that rumor was that it was going to be like a door coaster or something like that. That could be really cool, though. A lot of fun. Like, imagine every kind of window you go through becomes like a new world, and a lot of fun area for like Pixar Easter eggs. And I don't even think it needs to be like a huge coaster. It could be something like, I think it needed to be a little bit bigger than Slinky Dog, but I don't know. That's just me. But Monsters, Inc., that universe is not one of my favorite Pixar movies, but I do understand the appeal to it and the love of it, and I wouldn't be against that either. Like I said, I'll throw my vote in for Zootopia, even though that's Disney animation, not Pixar, right? So I think it would be cool if this whole area was like Animation Alley or something like that, or just, I mean, it is technically Animation Courtyard, or I don't know if that's what it still goes by, but that's what it was called when I was there. And so I think it would be nice if it got back to that roots and really had that stuff. And then you could kind of incorporate Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway with that sort of animation. And then you've got like Toy Story, so make that whole area animation. And then you've got like the Hollywood Tower and the music industry is over here. And then you've got like live action with Indiana Jones and Star Wars area over here. So it kind of like still keeps that like different studios. Make it different studios. Oh my God, are the lands studios and not lands? I don't know. Have we just created a new idea? Maybe. Okay, so Proud Cheapskate says, you know what always drove me crazy about that show, in reference to Voyage of the Little Mermaid? It's super nitpicky, and I know it's based on a cartoon, but Ariel has spent her whole life as a mermaid, but she gets human legs and jumps off her platform like Simone Biles. Don't you think it would take some time to get used to her legs after having fins her whole life? For some reason, that always bothered me. At least make her a little wobbly when she first gets up. And there was a poster who responded and says, yeah, in the cartoon, she does struggle to walk a little bit in the beginning. I was going to say that too, but that is hilarious. Okay, I have to read my favorite answer, though, was from R. Steven 333. It was the greatest live-action show in the history of humanity. Every time I watched it, I was forced to question the very nature of reality. I want that etched into the pavement if this attraction is ever torn down. I think that's hilarious. There's a couple other posts. People are kind of going back and forth, too, because there's a lot of discussion about what is going on right now with the actors, the equity, the union, kind of back and forth with Disney. And I just want to share a little bit more. And this one is from TBS Enterprises. Hoping to go in September. I didn't realize that many attractions are closed due to an actor strike. Not sure the details, but it was mentioned in the above report. Can anyone tell me what other attraction or shows are closed because of this? Trying to go in September, but now starting to reconsider, aside from COVID issues, etc., is what she says about. So there's a couple answers. So from Skeeter31, they're saying basically anything with live actors, Lion King show, Nemo show, Beauty and the Beast, etc. is closed. And then Parrot Bill says it's not an actor's strike. Their union made a request for COVID safety for performance actors. Rather than sit down and discuss, Disney canceled the layoff recalls, and the two sides aren't talking as far as we know. Ooh, that's a little That's a little darker. I was hoping it would be a little bit better off. But somebody did, Jiminy Cricket asked, I'm confused about Up Great Big Bird Adventure at Animal Kingdom. It seems closed, but I've read people talking about seeing a bird show, maybe without Russell or Doug. Anyone know anything about this? And they said, P.S. I'm sad about The Little Mermaid. I really like that show at DHS. Helvetica, love your font, says they're doing a show with trainers and the birds. I really enjoyed it. I don't want to get involved in bird stuff. Birds, I'm always afraid they're going to poop on me. I said it. It's crass, but that's what I'm afraid of. That or they're going to pick my eyes out. I was walking my dogs the other night, and an owl was making direct eye contact with me. And I'm talking every time I looked down just a little bit, it hopped around to a new branch, and it would do this thing. So no, I don't want to go to the bird show. Anyway, that's kind of all the conversation that's going on over there. So it's got a little bit of the actor equity, what's going on there. It's a little bit of the rumor stuff with, is the Voyage of Little Mermaid going away? I mean, this is something, again, I said it wouldn't be the end of the world if it goes away. That whole area could use a makeover. But as we know, I think with everything that's been going on, makeovers and new attractions and things like that are probably not going to be seen for a while. So that's all I have for this this thread. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments below, or head over to DISboards.com and get in on that conversation. And if you are planning a trip to Walt Disney World anytime soon, please consider using Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are the official sponsor of the Diz, and they help support the show. So you book with them, doesn't cost you anything extra, and you support our show, and it's much less of a headache to plan a trip. So that's that. I'm going to go before I ramble on too long and ruin the end of this video, which I feel like I might have already done. So I hope everyone is staying safe, happy, and healthy. I will see you next time. Bye, everyone.